the muscles of the forelimb. Now you got to remember orientation. Got to remember orientation. Remember we studied we have flexors and extensor muscles, and the cat muscles of the arms are very similar to ours. We looked at the deltoids, right? We looked at the spinal deltoid, the comial deltoid, and the clavicle deltoid. Now we're going to move on to those muscles that are on that lower arm, or in the four-legged animals we call it the muscles of the forelimb. Okay. Now we have muscles that are on the inside of the arm. On page 706, figure D 1.8, we're looking at the lateral surface of the forelimb. And on here we have the extensors. These are the extensor muscles. So what muscles would be on this surface? If you have extensors right here, what muscles would be here? It begins with an F. The flexors, the extensors, and the flexors, just like in the cat. The extensors are here, and his flexors are just like ours. Arms, we have very similar arms, the same exact muscles. That's absolutely amazing to me. But anyway, we're going to study the extensors first, and then we're going to move on to the, okay, here we go. We're going to study, let's look at the extensors first. For each and breakfast, I got that. Mention that all mixed up. I need some scissors. Oh, that is crazy. Y'all need to be reviewing those muscles on those cats. Y'all need to be reviewing those cat muscles from last week. There you go. There you go. I need some forceps. What we call tweezers. I need forceps from somebody's kit. There we go. The muscles are hidden under all of that fascia. Somebody come and they pop all of these muscles. Like, it's so stupid. Their muscles, that's not steel. You can't pull on them. They're fragile. They can break. So somebody comes and ruins all of those muscles in the arm. I've been here for like 10 years. 10 years.
Y'all had these cats for 10 years?
No.
Brittany is stupid.
Oh.
We haven't had it for 10 years. No. They won't last 10 years.
They already
Not
stank.
4 years. Yeah.
They took these pictures like when they still had like the heman and the muscles. It still look like these still got
We got them from where?
Running the streets of FAMU.
Behind where? No, no dumpsters. Bringing all diseases up in here.
So what do they breed cats to be?
Yeah. They ship them all over the world. So you can go on and become all these professionals that you're trying to become.
Wow.
They give their life for the young
Reaves, you like you cleaning chicken.
I'm dissecting.
How much they cost?
Ooh, a lot of money. Not quite 1,000. Maybe about 4.
So it's inhumane to just kill one yourself.
We get them skinned.
Oh, that's what I call
Oh, so they come skinned.
No, you order them. You can order them skinned. Most people don't skin cats anymore because it takes too much time. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, make sure you're not cutting stuff.
Unlike the humans, they come skin on. Nobody skin humans for you. That's too much work.
So are you saying that because people have to skin them eventually?
What are you talking about?
Like you're saying like they come with the skin
I said
on.
humans come whole. They come as is. They don't come skinned, and that takes a whole lot of time. So the students spend almost 3 weeks. So they spend hours. 5,
Wait, so you guys
6,
got
7,
humans
8
before?
hours. We have a cadaver lab over there.
You never been to get that lab?
We got a cadaver lab.
Real humans?
Real humans.
Like a body on the table?
Real humans, yes. That's a requirement for a
Skin.
physical therapist. A real human, dead human. Yes. Yes.
When do I have to take this class again?
You have to do good and get into the program.
Oh, all right.
You may not ever see one if you don't do well. You have to enter the professional program in order to do this. Okay, I had to dissect that for you.
Took you a whole 6 minutes.
Okay. You better pass this test talking about how much time it takes me to dissect. I do this for 11. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay. Now, you have to remember the deltoid muscles that we went over last week. Isn't it hot in here today?
Yeah,
Going
they'll
from
get
cold to hot. I need to report that. Okay. Remember we went over the trap muscles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What muscle is...
Whatever.
These cats are over.
Come on.
The
You
spinal.
better know them though. So you
Spinal
better know them and pass this
trapezius.
test. Don't worry about this cat. What is this?
The spinal
Spinal
trapezius.
trapezius. What is this muscle?
Acromial trapezius.
And what is this one?
Clavo.
The clavotrapezius. Let's move over to the deltoids. I'll get you guys first. What muscle is this? It's much bigger than we saw it last week. What is this one? That's a deltoid. Acromial deltoid. What deltoid is this one? Clavodeltoid, and this is the spinal deltoid. What is this?
That's the spinal.
Spinal deltoid, the
Acromial.
and the
Clavo.
clavodeltoid, and just above it is the clavotrapezius. Okay. Now,
The spinal is always the lowest
scapula
one.
ventralis. Okay. It's not dissected that well. I'll show that to you later. Okay. Now, just underneath the spinal deltoid are muscles that we're very familiar with. We have the triceps, okay? And in the cat, there are 3 heads, right? Because it's called what? Triceps. If there were just 2, we would just be what? Biceps. So we have the triceps. There are 2 that we can see on the lateral side, and there's 1 that we see on the medial side. So it's on the side with the flexors. So over here we have the extensors. So just underneath the spinal deltoid is a muscle that's like, it's right here. It's right, it's like attached to your elbow. This is very similar to what we call an elbow. You see it? And there's a muscle that's right there. And it's a head. It's one of the heads. Let me see which one it is there. This one has already been dissected. Which one is that one? Look in your book. Look in your book. What head is that one?
Long head.
Yep, it's the long head. It's the long head. And then you have the lateral head.
Where's the lateral head?
Right
I'm going
next
to
to
show
the
you the
long.
lateral head. That one's been dissected. This one really hasn't been dissected yet.
Alex. Remember the iPad right now.
I'm hungry. Excuse my stomach.
She cutting up like a cat. You hungry?
If you're hungry and you in here for a while, you will look at this stuff and get hungry. As creepy as that sounds, it will happen. I had students, oh, Dr. Reaves, that happened to me. They were in here studying. It was like, oh, God, I got to go get something to eat. Here it is here. I had to dissect it. It's huge. What head is this? The long head. Now, they originate just underneath that spinal deltoid. You see it? There's another head just above it. What head do you think this one is?
Lateral.
That's the lateral head. Excellent. That's the lateral head. This is the lateral head, and this one that's right next to that elbow is the what head?
Long head.
It's the long head. Okay, now, we leave the lateral head because we're on the humerus now, right? We're on the humerus. Now we're down here with the radius and the ulna. The radius and the ulna. Now, there are some muscles that extend and originate from underneath the lateral head and the long head. Now, there's one muscle. You have to look at it. It comes from under the lateral head and it wraps around. It wraps around a muscle called the brachialis. Let me show it to you. That's why I had to dissect this one real carefully, because it's so thin it'll pop. There it is. It's called the brachialis. Brachialis is, you see this thin muscle right here? See this muscle right here is kind of thin? Let me cut it some more. It's long and it's thin and it's easy to pop. This muscle right here. This muscle that we're interested in is right here. Girl, you are hungry for real. Oh, she just hungry.
That thing was talking.
Here it is here. It's a little, if y'all can see it, it's a really thin muscle. I'm so afraid of that it's going to tear. There it is. It's not going to tear. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit.
Let's show what it looked like. Can I get some chicken?
So is this flap right here that you're trying to split?
This little muscle right here. This muscle right here. This is it right here. You see it? See it right there?
That's the brachia? Or?
No. This muscle is the muscle that wraps around the brachialis. The brachialis is right here. I'm touching the brachialis, but the muscle that wraps around it and it comes from up under the lateral head is called, it's the muscle that has the longest name. It's the extensor carpi radialis longus. You see it? See it in your book? The extensor carpi radialis longus. You see it right there?
That's what you was just...
Here it is right here. Robert, you're too far away now. Here it is right here. You see it better here. See it? That's the extensor carpi radialis longus. And it comes from underneath the lateral head. You see it? and it wraps around the muscle called the brachialis. See the brachialis? And it comes and it wraps around the brachialis, and it extends at the distal end of the radius. So it's called the it's called the extensor carpi radialis longus. It has the longest name, and it's the most superior muscle.
So what happens if it pops?
Nothing, it's just, I have to dissect another cat's
No, I mean
cat's
like
arm.
in the cat when it's alive.
Oh, it'll prevent him from walking correctly. Okay, so here it is. It's the extensor carpi radialis longus, and it lies underneath the brachialis. See it right here? Yours is not quite as clean as that one. Okay, and it inserts at the radius. What's the name of that muscle? Extensor carpi radialis longus. Okay, and then the brachialis is underneath it. Now, just below it is another muscle. It's pretty big in this cat. See it right here? See this one right here?
Yeah, it's under the lateral.
What is this one called? We're working our way down. What is this one called? Y'all listen, y'all talking at all kind of conversations. I'm describing
just
this
said
cat.
it.
I said, what's the name of this cat?
You hear
This
what you want to
muscle.
hear.
Girl, I'm
Extensor
pop you in your mouth.
digitorum.
What's this? What muscle is this?
Extensor digitorum.
Huh? It's just below the extensor carpi radialis longus. Don't say half of it. Say the whole thing. You don't know it that well.
Communist.
Extensor what?
How do you say digitorum? Why are you laughing, Dr. Reaves? We serious. And she get this on camera.
Communist.
Really?
Hold up. Let me back up. Okay,
I ain't gonna say
we're
it.
gonna back up. Okay, let's back up. Make sure this is okay. We identified the wrong muscle. Let me back up. Eat breakfast. That's
Look
the
at me,
sign.
Dr. Reaves.
Eat your breakfast in the morning, girl. Here we go. The muscle that we call the extensor carpi radialis is not the extensor carpi radialis longus. This is the brachioradialis. There it is there. I was like, wait a minute. That's the brachioradialis, and it originates on the brachialis. Okay? Now, the first extensor muscle is just underneath it. It is called the extensor carpi radialis longus. It's just beneath it, and there it is right there. You see it? You see it? The extensor carpi radialis longus. Okay? Here it is. Okay, what's the next one? There are about 5 of them. What's just beneath it? Communis. There it is there.
Oh, that's right.
Extensor digitorum communis. Yours has been dissected for the first time. Clarita, stop. Oh. Take it with me. Okay, what is this one called again now? Communis. There it is right there. It's the second one. What's next? Lateralis. There it is here. It's big and it's shiny. It's really pretty big.
So what's this skinny one in between them?
It's a part of it. It's
okay.
part of it too. Okay, no, that's not. I'm sorry. Well, finally, theirs is finally looking good now. There we go. Got to make it real flaccid. Okay. Let's do this again, because theirs is dissected for the first time. What's the name of this one here?
Brachioradialis.
Why y'all on phones? I said y'all need to be reviewing those muscles from last week. Y'all talking about, yep, right, yep, right. Okay. Watch this. Here we go. What's the name of this one here? Brachioradialis. And then the first extensor muscle is called what?
Extensor carpi radialis.
There it is, there it is. Y'all got about 2 minutes to jump on that cat with some probes. And I'm deducting points from your test. From your test 3. Test 3, yeah. Already you're going to get like 10 points deducted. So you better get some probes and start going over those neck muscles. What's this one? Brachioradialis. What's the next one here? Radialis longus.
Y'all sound like
No. You don't know. Somebody acronym your name?
yes.
Ann Smith. You will say, no, my name is Angie. Ann.
Better tell her that.
Okay. What's next? What's the next one?
Extensor digitorum communis.
Communis. Remember, you got 2 digitorums in the middle of the carpis. And then the next one is what? Get started. Lateralis. And then we have the very last one right here that is inserts at the ulna. And what is it called? Ulnaris. Now let's go from the bottom to the top. Now what is this one? And then the next 2 will be digitorums. What's this one? No, don't say lateralis.
External digitorium lateralis.
Lateralis. Okay. And then what's the next one above it?
Extensor digitorum communis.
There we go. And then the longest name extensor muscle. And then the muscle that lies over the brachialis. Brachioradialis. And underneath it is what?
What is called
Radialis.
What is called?
Brachioradialis.
Brachioradialis.
Radialis. It inserts on the radius.
Brachialis? Brachialis?
The brachialis muscle is right there. The brachialis muscle is right there. Okay? Let's work our way up. What head of the triceps is this?
The lateral head.
The lateral head. And then what head is this? The long head. Very good. So now I'm going to flip him over.
Everybody say yay.
It's all wet.
Okay. Oh, we don't have time to do that one. Right. This is my cat book. Yeah, it's crying.
What is digitorum?
It's skinny.
Digits. The cat has undoubtedly, a lot of people don't realize, the cat has 5 digits like we have 5 digits. There's the 5th, there's the 4th one, that's the 3rd one, there's the 2nd one, and then there's a vestigial one right there. So each one of those muscles allow him to move his fingers, his paws. We have fingers and the cat has paws, but we have those very same muscles in humans that we just identified in the cat.
So whenever we move our fingers, those muscles are moving?
It's your ulnaris, digitorum, lateralis, the same one. So it allows you to move. The cat tends to do this, but the cat really can do this. It can do this if it wanted to. It does it, but you really can't see it because he has the muscles that allow him.
Is that
to
like
do
when
that.
they stretch and they can like separate all their fingers?
Mm-hmm. You have to watch the cat. He'll do it every now and then, but he's capable of moving all of those digits. Okay. Figure D1.9. Now we're going to look at the flexor muscles. Okay. Now we're going to use this cat primarily. Okay. Now. Remember this muscle, the brachioradialis? It's so flaccid that you can actually see it from both the extensors, the lateral side, and the medial aspect.
Is it just loose because he's dead? But like, if it was alive, would it be like tight on the arm or something?
It'll be really tight on the arm, but you can see it. And if you looked at it carefully, you still would be able to see it on both aspects. This is the medial aspect. Yeah, it's all juiced up. Okay, so this is the brachioradialis. Don't worry about my book. There ain't nothing but paper. Brachioradialis. Now, we're going to come up to a muscle. Let's look at it in order. We're on figure D1.9. We're looking at the flexor muscles. What's the What's the name of this muscle?
Extensor carpi radialis.
There it is, the extensor carpi radialis. You see it?
Yeah.
Extensor carpi radialis. You see it? Now you might have to stand up to see it now. Here it is there. Extensor.
I got a question. What's
Yes.
the difference, like the view difference between like lateral and medial? I know the difference like time-wise, but I'm like looking at it.
This is the lateral surface of the cat's arm, and when you open it like this, you're looking at his medial surface because it's closest to the midline. Got it? Got it. Okay. So we're going back to the medial surface. What muscle is this? Okay, the extensor carpi radialis, and then we got our first flexor muscle. Actually, this is the extensor muscle from this side, but we really can't see it that well. But it's not a flexor muscle. Yes.
Oh no, it's under.
It's not a
I thought that
flexor.
was
It's
the
really
brachii. That is right there.
this is the brachioradialis.
You can see
Remember it?
from
That's that same loose muscle. Okay.
So where's the one you just was talking about?
Here's the extensor carpi radialis. Now this is our first flexor right there. What is this one?
The
Flexor carpi radialis. Now we have a muscle that that allows the cat to pronate, allows humans to pronate. We have the same, very similar muscle. So what do you think the name of this muscle is called? The pronator teres. Look on the other side. Look where we are. So this is the see how it's kind of it's odd. It has like it's real thick right here. It has like a little hump on it. Then it gets real thin and flat. So this is the pronator teres. You see it? The pronator teres is just below that first flexor carpi radialis. The pronator teres. Then what's next? Come on down. We have a big, shiny, huge muscle.
Carpi ulnaris.
The palmaris longus. Where do you think that operates? That allows the cat to move his palm, the palm, so it's big. So the cat's palm is right there. There's that big muscle. We have it too. We have the very same muscle. And it has shiny aponeurosis. It's pretty shiny. It's getting kind of dull a little bit on this cat, but it's huge. And then because it has a lot of aponeurosis on it. So, and then we have the very last muscle. It's the counterpart to the extensor carpi ulnaris. And there it is right here.
Flexor carpi.
The flexor carpi ulnaris. There it is right there.
Right.
Flexor carpi ulnaris. Extensor carpi ulnaris on this side. Okay? It's just hard to kind of grip on this side. You see it? So let's go ahead and review. Let's go back to the lateral surface where the extensor muscles are. What muscle is this?
The brachioradialis.
And if you don't get off that phone, what is this?
The brachioradialis.
What muscle is this?
The extensor carpi radialis longus.
What is this one?
Extensor
Carpi radialis longus.
I'm going to do it out of order. What's this one?
The extensor digitorum lateralis.
What is this one?
The extensor digitorum communis.
And the very last one?
Extensor carpi ulnaris.
Ulnaris. Okay, now with the flexors on the medial aspect, what big muscle is this?
The palmaris.
Palmaris longus. What muscle is this? Allows us to pronator teres. What's just above it?
Flexor carpi radialis.
Radialis. Which one is this one?
Flexor carpi radialis.
And what muscle is this?
The brachioradialis.
The brachioradialis. Okay, now let's move up the arm on the medial side. Now, you see how big this muscle is? This is the long head. That's the medial aspect of the long head. See how big the long head is? See, it's a big muscle. You can see it from both the medial aspect and the lateral aspect. This is just what it looks like from the medial aspect. You see it? Can you see the lateral head? Can you see the lateral head? No. You can only see the lateral head from the lateral aspect. You see it? Very good. Now, we got that last head that we never got a chance to see. There it is right there. It's in the middle. And it's called the medial head. You see it right there? I'm rubbing on it right there. See it? That's the medial head right in there. See it? I'm touching it. It's pretty big. That's the medial head right there. Long head, medial head, and lateral head. That's why they call it the medial head, because you can't see it, but on the medial side. Okay, now, what muscle is this? It's just above the medial head. Look at it. Huh? Biceps brachii. You see it? Biceps brachii. And then the muscle that we've already identified, the clavodeltoid. Clavodeltoid. We on the arm.
Oh, yeah.
We on the arm, the clavodeltoid. This is the clavotrapezius. This is the clavodeltoid. You see it?
Yes.
Clavodeltoid. Let's work our way down. What's this? Clavodeltoid. What's this? Biceps brachii. The medial head of the triceps. The long head of the triceps. What is this?
That's the owner.
Come on, what are nerves? Are we on the flexors or are we extensors? Flexor, carpi, ulnaris. Remember the carpi. And then what's the next one? All of this. The palmaris longus. What's this? Come on, just above it. Allows us to do this. Come on. We're on the flexor side. The pronator teres. The pronator teres is just above the palmaris longus, and it looks different than the other muscles. It has like a hump right there, and then it gets really flat. What's just above it? Come on, the first flexor muscle. Come on. Flexor radialis, and then this one here. And then the okay. What is this?
That's the lateralis.
Extensor
carpi ulnaris. What is this? Come on. Lateralis. The other digitorum. Extensor digitorum communis. What is this one? Carpi radialis longus, and then the brachioradialis and the what head? Lateral head of the triceps, and then the long head of the triceps. Keep going. What's this? It's a deltoid. Come on. A chromodeltoid. Which one is this one?
The spiny.
Spinal deltoid. Which one is this one? Clavodeltoid. Very good. See, we learned that. So we learned the arm, the forelimbs.
Description of those?
The forelimbs.
I don't think so.
You gotta learn the descriptions. Gotta learn the descriptions.
Go take time out.
Like, for real?
Gotta learn the descriptions. Okay. So go ahead and review, because we did the arms. Go ahead and do your muscles of your chest, and then you have the. We didn't go back and do that. Well, that's the latissimus dorsi. Remember?
Yeah.
And then we have the external and internal oblique, but they're not. Here it is, external and internal oblique. And then so keep going. Okay?
Got it.
All right, keep going until you review everything, and then you'll really got to listen to what y'all doing. Yeah.